Okay, so I don't know why, but it keeps crashing every time I do that. So we'll just not switch scenes anymore. Should be back up though. Well, let me get my TikTok chat up. Sorry about that.
The court of King Otmar, shades of my former existence, proud and self-absorbed, surrounded by all the finery of the realm, secure in their ignorance. As I walked among them, I smirked, thinking of the carnage that would befall them at the hands of the legions of the Nemesis, the glorious flames, and the inevitable rape and pillage. Out of my way, peasant! The stench of the fields hangs over you like a pall.
The king sees no one. He is in mourning for the princess.
He'll be in mourning for his kingdom soon, and he'll mourn for you even sooner if you don't get out of my way! Woo! And so I won my audience, such as it was.
Holy shit, Kain.
He cared not for the invading armies from the north, only of the plight of his child.
Her birthday present. To celebrate her birthday, I declared a contest. Whoever created the finest doll in the realm would be granted a royal favor. Hundreds of dolls were brought, but the winner was obvious. Elzevir the doll maker created a toy of such beauty that all were captivated by it. And all he would take in payment was a lock of her hair. Soon after, she became like this, a lifeless puppet. Whoever restores her to her former self shall have this kingdom.
Thus, my hunt for the doll maker began.
My daughter,
I'm sorry, a Stevie Wonder song?
I fear I shall never hear her delicate laugh again. Oh.
This is what I mean. Like, this entire little part of the game is about, like, help my princess.
Like a rag doll, his beard matted with tears of his own self-pity. In my court, he would have long since been usurped by one stronger, but in Willendorf they worshipped him, even in his weakness. I wondered what Willendorf would do when Otmar's death finally arrived.
Yeah, this is a weird part of the game.
Through whispers of the court, I learned that the army of the Last Hope, Willendorf's proud militia, was in no condition to fight the invading legions of the Nemesis. They were busy scouring the lands to the north in search of the Dollmaker and
We gotta leave, I think.
Otmar's daughter. I also learned of a tunnel, which would take me rapidly from Willendorf to the suspected area.
And where would that be? Oh, it goes south. This is definitely the weirdest part of the game. It gets so weird after this part though, but it's important information. There's the tunnel. Right, let me look up where the tunnel is. I don't remember. Through. Oh. Okay, I gotta go back to his castle. Whoopsie.
Hey, Victor! Hey, Victor!
So we're trying to get the king. It's important to the story. We're trying to get the king to help us fight the nemesis because the nemesis is trying to take over everything. It'll make more sense in a moment, trust me. It doesn't make sense now, but it will. Yeah, we're basically he's the last kingdom who hasn't fallen to the nemesis. So we need him. Hey, I'm doing all right. Don't mind my game keep crashing. Right, I think these are the tunnels they're talking about. Why do you do this? That's obnoxious. Yeah, we can't hit any of those. We might have to get out the flame sword.
Flame sword.
Oh, save. Nice. Okay, good. This is where we want to be. So these are the nemesis. This is the nemesis's army here. I think they have normal blood, so I think I can take my mace out again. They do, good. Are you one of those fluffies? Perhaps. Oh my god. Fantastic.
The Heart of Darkness.
That's okay.
The Heart of Darkness.
I'm just gonna refresh then. I don't know how that happened, but okay. The hitboxes in this game are so inconsistent
mace.
sometimes. Does this keep them from hitting me? Oh, it does. That actually helps. In a situation like that. Who are these guys? This is the Nemesis's army. This is the army that we're trying to get rid of, because they're the ones that are conquering the land. Oh yeah, this is the fortress, I think. So we want to go in. Let's see. Snow fortress that you have to pass through. But how does one pass through? You have to mind control. See, I would not have guessed that. I would not have guessed that. Okay, now we can go inside.
They Victor! They Victor! They Victor! They Victor!
Oh, that's a lot of dudes. That guy's got what looks like a Soul Reaver. Not anymore, though.
Victor!
Come on, bitch. Come on. Come on. Activate the switch. Ooh, that's... Oh my god. Excuse me? What the fuck? I mean, sure. Oh, come on, that's so tempting. Worth. Totally worth. Well, that was obnoxious.
They Victus!
We got it. We're good.
They Victus!
I mean, look how many. I have like 20 of them now, so that's good. Now we got a new flight point.
They Victus!
Yikes.
This was once the most academic of cities, housing some of the most prestigious universities in all of Nosgoth. While I would not weep over lost tomes, I detested the sight of scars left upon the world at the hands of the Nemesis.
Damn, they fucked this town up. Wow, they really fucked this town up.
They Victus! They Victus! They Victus! They Victus! They Victus! They Victus!
Let's see. Just keep going this way. How do we get over there? Or can we not yet? I don't think we can yet. Head north out of town. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. Maybe right here. Oh, there we go. Weird.
They Victus! They Victus!
Some weird frickin' geometry.
They Victus!
Alert. let me grab your Hearts of Darkness. Thank you very much. An implosion for the road. God damn, they take a lot of those. Okay. Ooh, those are good. Finding that room with like the 12 Hearts of Darkness was so nice. That's really saved this run. I was afraid I was gonna have to like off stream. I was gonna have to go and what I was ready to do was off stream. I was just gonna play the whole game again, but have a guide, like a video guide, and just follow it step by step, so that I could have the most amount of hearts possible. It is nice that these guys stay alive so that I can constantly come back and get health. The Nemesis. Oh my god. Can I help you?
Victor!
God damn. And you thought the Seraphim were hard. Jesus. This way?
Victor!
I'll go that way. Come here, you bitch. I see you.
Save Victor!
For the road.
Save Victor! Save Victor!
How do I get in? How do I get in? Oh. Hello? Does that not work? It says to use that. Did I miss another ability? I did miss another ability. That's fine. I missed an ability. We'll just go back to Avernus then. How do I keep doing that? I don't know. I'm stupid. I think it's down here. Maybe. Hold on. Okay, let's see. South of Avernus, on the road. Follow the road to the east. 2 more vista markers. 1 for Emers, 1 for Willendorf. Hit east. Vista marker. That is intense. Okay. Probably here somewhere. Probably that cave right there. The reason I keep missing stuff is because I'm not paying attention, I guess.
They victor! They victor!
Well, that's fine. It was just a magic thing.
With this spell, I can tear a creature's soul from its body, leaving its vacant flesh mine to control.
Oh, so it's for any monster. See, that's why I needed this, because you can only use mind control on humans. How are you stun locking me? Oh, man.
The Heart of Darkness.
I'm not. Here, let's... Let's try that again.
Victor!
I literally just saved before this dungeon. I've been saving at every save point. Well, you're not paying attention.
With this spell, I can tear a creature's soul from its body, leaving its vacant flesh mine to control.
He fell asleep. Well, obviously. Oh no. Oh shoot. Gotta wait for me to get more magic. Just you.
Malak's helmet crowned with a plume of braided hair, torn from the scalps of his victims.
Well, that's dark.
Malak's helmet. Azimuth's third eye was a gift from the Pillar of Dimension, and allowed her vision into other planes. Strange runes litter its metallic surface. 'Tis with caution that I carry this mysterious device. The cloak of Dejul is fashioned from a strange substance, dense yet pliant. It served to both gather and shield the sorceress from the forces of energy she commanded. The antler headdress had sustained some damage during battle. Dark cracks sullied the ivory bone.
Ooh, give me a second. I blew my nose and I'm getting some vertigo, so I popped my ears. Ugh, give me a second. Ooh, hate when that happens.
Turning the ring over in my hands, I realized that it was crafted from some strange alloy formed from broken teeth, ground down and soaked in blood.
That's badass.
a medley of death and evisceration. Let fate choose my enemy's demise.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting dizzy. Give me a sec here. Can't turn off the stream because then it'll crash again. All right, I'll just be right back. Sorry about that. I I got vertigo. I blew my nose and it made my ear pop in such a way that I was like, got really bad vertigo. Sorry about that. I'm good now. Yeah, pretty much. The way the arm wraps around my... Yeah, I don't know. The lighting in my room is weird, so it keeps detecting my face as my hand or something. Okay, now we can go back to where we were. Well, I'll change the spell later. Oh, we gotta find our way through this town again. Kind of makes mind control redundant.
Victus! Victus!
Wow, you're just gonna zap me like that? What are my thoughts on and about AI? AI sucks. If we're talking about generative AI. I'll give him the answer I gave him last time, which is I still don't like it.
Victor!
Is that just a house in the middle of the lake? A lot of impaled people? It is indeed a lot of impaled people. Oh, this is the dollhouse guy. The doll maker. This is a very strange... This is a very strange part of the game.
Save Victus!
What the hell? Oh. There we go.
Oh, please, help me, kind sir.
Save Victus!
Oh, I'll help you, all right. Help me, kind sir. Sucks all of his blood. You're right. That's what I do every single time. Blurp. Oh no, not the teddy bears.
Save Victus!
I don't think this guy ever gets mentioned again in the series. I don't know why he's here. They literally had this idea for this character and they didn't know what to do with him. And a defending force of flammable things isn't a good idea. I don't know about that. I mean, could be. Hey, it makes it easier for me, right? Oh my god, I hate those so much. Like, you can't walk fast enough to get away from the spikes. Nice. I got a free one. Wee. Ooh, okay. They were like, you was getting a little too easy with all of the people with blood, wasn't it? Haha. Alright, make another save. What the hell? Am I supposed to... I miss the switch? Hoarding items and then never using them. No, that's me. I do that too. All right, let me... Okay. What do I do? Mansion. Okay. Jump over the obstacles. I didn't know you could do that. I told you that I haven't beaten this game before because I always fuck up with all the lives. This is the furthest I've ever gotten. I just know the plot. I've played the other games though. It is indeed Kain. He has got a lot of booby traps in his house. Oh, another save room. There's a trick to getting 99 Hearts of Darkness at the Spirit Forge.
I have come.
I'm sure there is, but
So,
too late now.
Ma sent you to kill me, eh? I can smell him on you. Or is that the stench of the grave?
Dollmaker, I have no time for these games.
The soul is mine! I earned it! Ma gave it to me!
Then you shall earn it. With blood.
With blood.
The Soul Reaver.
Time to melt him with this
You
sword.
shall not have it! Mine! Mine! Mine!
Well, that didn't work. Wait, did it?
Farewell, my love. I was lucky to have made you.
Is he dead yet? No? Okay. There we go.
What an odd little man. Now,
Damn, we just cut his head
find the
off.
soul.
Alright, we're getting close to the end, I think. Getting pretty close.
Elzevir imprisoned the girl's soul in a small fabric doll. The old man's intentions I shall never know.
And we're done. Time to leave. Back to Willendorf. Okay, we've had our detour. Let's go back to the plot. Back to the plot.
I entered the court with the dollmaker's head in one hand and the doll containing the girl's soul in the other. I placed them both before the king and watched his eyes catch fire. With the doll in their possession, the court's sorcerers could restore his daughter's soul.
I do not know that I can thank you enough, warrior. My kingdom is but a small price to pay for my daughter's life. Willendorf is yours, if you wish it.
'Tis not your kingdom I desire, but your army, Otmar. I require troops to vanquish the horde that descends upon us from the north.
Very well. Courtiers, fetch me my armor and mace. There is war to be waged!
Time to fight the nemesis.
The scourge of Nosgoth is upon us, friends. We shall die today as heroes, lest we live tomorrow as slaves. Ready thine arms for Nosgoth!
In the distance I saw the Nemesis armies march forward, a black tide that would soon wash over the armies of the Hope.
They Victus! They Victus!
You love blood bags. Let the war going on, and we'll just make our way across. Don't mind me.
They came at me in throngs. No fervor as strong as that inspired by a madman. The Nemesis armies were fierce and showed no signs of subsiding.
Bay Victor! Bay Victor!
Alright, we're gonna get this bitch. Come on, get him.
The tide turned with Otmar's death. I watched as the remaining survivors of the armies of hope fled to the safety of the forest.
Uh-oh.
The battle had decided its victor. The fate of Nosgoth now lay in the Nemesis' hands.
Oops.
I sated my thirst on warriors of Horde and Hope alike, the dying relinquishing their final moments to give me strength.
Well, we lost. We lost the Nemesis. What do we do? Game is this? Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Bay Victor!
Yeah, you're supposed to lose.
Victor! Bay Victor!
You're supposed to understand that the Nemesis is incredibly powerful. Running, running, running. Running. All right.
At once the battlefield was gone. Where the ground was caked with blood and dirt, there was lush greenery. Where chaos reigned only moments before, this damning calm prevailed. Alas, it seemed I was stranded here. The time-streaming device lay in pieces at my feet.
Would you stand idle as vermin destroy your crops? No! As your house burns? No! Will you allow this evil to continue? No! Will the wickedness end? Yes! Do you believe? Yes! Yes! Then take me to your king so that I can prepare you for the onslaught.
Oh, Mobius. So, the time streaming device that we got from Azimuth teleported us back in time to before, to when he was still William the Just.
Bay Victor!
And that was Mobius, the time streamer, who we need for the tower. Very convenient. I think we just keep, yeah, we just. No. Frickin' Mobius, man. I hate Mobius so much. You'll understand why I hate Mobius later. But he's very important, so remember that character.
So it seemed I was in the land of William the Just. 50 years before the battle I had just escaped would take place.
So we went 50 years in the past. So because we were about to die, the time streaming device took us back 50 years to the past. But you know what that means? Now we can kill William the Just before he becomes the Nemesis. Well, that's dumb, Dusty. Plus, that wouldn't matter. You'll see why. Just keep your questions for a second, Dusty. We're getting close to the end. I know you had just one question, but that question will be answered. Well, remember, we didn't choose where it took us. That's just where the time streaming device took us. We don't have any idea how it works.
The stronghold of William the Just. 'Twas time for me to pay a visit to he who would become the Nemesis and force Nosgoth on its knees.
Eh.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
Not sure if this is gonna help or not.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
How come they don't get hurt by the swords? That's not fair.
Save Victor! Save Victor!
How many fucking hits does this guy take?
Save Victor! Save Victor!
This spell is like... I feel like they added this spell specifically because they knew how bad their hitboxes were. And all the fucking projectiles, they're just like, fuck it. Give him a shield.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save
Like, instead of fixing it and making it more fair, we'll just give him a fucking invincibility shield early on.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
You know, for a guy named William the Just, he has a lot of skulls. What's my favorite game in the series? That's a hard one. I'm gonna say Soul Reaver 1 is my favorite, only because it's one of the best paced games I've ever played, but the story in Soul Reaver 2 is better. But I think Soul Reaver 1 is my favorite. I really love how well that game like sets up all of the puzzles and everything just flows into each other.
Save Victor!
I will say that Defiance Remaster
Save Victor!
is better than the original version of Defiance because they changed the camera.
Yes,
For the
these
better.
weapons you have provided will see to that. Pray tell, Mobius, what game do you play?
None, my lord. I only wish to aid you in vanquishing your foes. The weapons are but a token of my goodwill.
And the news you bring, a vampire said to slay me? Where did you come upon such knowledge?
'Tis of no consequence, sire. 'Twas only out of concern for your majesty's life.
You bastard.
Perhaps. Very well, then. You may leave me now, but should I wish to speak to you...
I will know, your majesty, and I shall be there in time.
He told William that there was a vampire looking for him. To ensure that I would go attack him. Did I just go the wrong way? I think I did. Okay, I always this part, man. Okay, let's see. Add the stronghold. Back to area 5. North and press the switch. Okay, so we gotta go back.
Save Victor!
Slurp.
Save Victor! Save Victor!
You guys ready to see one of the weirdest and most pivotal moments in the entire series coming up soon? One of the most pivotal.
Save Victor!
This is part of the reason why we played this game, because of the stuff that's about to happen. Heart of Darkness. We take those. Is that all that was in here? Supposed to be a switch. This has to be, yeah, this is the PC version. I have it on, it's the GOG version. And then I also have a mod. Not a mod, but an INI file that basically helps make it run better. It's still a pain in the ass to stream though, because you have to have it window capture. Okay, let's see. That way.
Victor! Victor!
But that's why it always takes me forever to open the inventory, because for some reason the button to pause, this button, is the same as the inventory. So you have to like hit it a few times. I don't know why they decided that.
Victor!
I'm also using a controller. That might also be part of the problem. Everything that changes the screen had to load. I bet PS1 games are notorious for their loading. But thank God they have the PC version on GOG. Otherwise, I'd have to emulate the PS1 version.
Victor! Victor! Victor!
Grab those guys, boy. Oh, there's one over there. What is this? It's Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain.
Victor!
Ow. Where's the last switch? We'll take those. There it is. Not open yet, though. A button?
Victor! Victor! Victor!
I already hit that switch, though. Did I miss one somewhere?
Victor!
I guess I can check.
Victor! Victor! Save Victor!
Yep. All right, back to the guide. Let's see. 4 switches. That's the second switch. Let's see. Boss battle, Mortania. No, that's not it. This dungeon sucks. The conversation. Okay, goes into Battery 5. And then the rest of it. Okay, we'll look for it. We'll find it. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say that about every dungeon because I'm gonna complain. This game's old. It hasn't aged well. Leave me alone.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
This path needs a finder. Haha.
Save Victor!
That was obnoxious. Okay.
Save Victor!
I will comb this fucking dungeon until I find that last switch. Alright. Those ones look like they're all pressed. That one looks pressed. I could also just be obnoxious and start over.
Save Victor! Save Victor!
Ooh, I'm trapped.
Save Victor!
You. Oh, I'm trapped in the hallway.
Save Victor!
There we go. Yep, these are enemies I haven't killed yet, so now we're going the right way.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
My God. I literally can't get them. I can't get you because you're over. That sucks. That's okay. These guys will give me some health.
Save Victor!
Some more health. There's the last button. At least I hope that's the last button.
Save Victor!
Well, there's a switch here.
Save Victor!
Ooh, a red orb.
Save Victor! Save Victor!
Blurp. It looks like it might be. We probably should have gone that way first. Yep. Oh, is it still not open? Fuck me.
Save Victor!
I did the dishes last time, so yes.
Save Victor!
Okay, let's see. Let me just look at the. Okay, go. Once you're in the brown, look on the floor, flip the switch. North. There.
Save Victor! Save Victor!
You know what? We're just gonna start over. And I'm just gonna read the guide from start to finish. Okay. Now let's see. It's old as fuck. Leave me alone. All right. Once you're inside the cave, save in the first area. Head to the northeast. Exit to the area. Okay.
Save Victor!
That's the northeast exit right there. I don't hate on Kain. I love Kain. one of my favorite series of games. It's just that this one's very old and hard to play sometimes. Blood Omen 2 is the only one I don't like, and we're not playing that one. We're not playing Blood Omen 2, it's pointless.
They Victor!
Oh my god.
They Victor!
Okay, so we went in there. Unlock it on the floor, flip the switch to the north end of it. Okay. We flipped the switch at the north end of it. Move on to the next room and then head north.
Please, help me, kind sir!
Head to the next room and then head north. When you get to the really long room that runs east to west, go to the east side and flip the.
They Victor! They Victor! They Victor!
Gay Pictus.
They Victor!
All right. Flip the switch to the room next to the north of the next room. Biggest Dickus. Alright, hit that. Okay, now. The next room, if there's a closed door in front of you, walk to the north end of the area and press all three switches. Wait. Push the there. Flip the switch in the room that you enter and then exit the north of the next room. Hold on. Oh, this way. Okay.
They Victor! They Victor! They Victor!
Those three switches. Okay.
They Victor!
One. Two.
They Victor!
3. Okay, something activated. And then go and enter the door that you just opened at the bottom of the area. Okay.
Victus!
Okay. Head east, then south.
Victus! Victus!
I like how they just used the Soul Reavers. They just put the Soul Reavers sprite for their weapons.
Yes, these weapons you have provided will see to that. Pray tell, Mobius, what game do you play?
None, my lord. I only wish to aid you in vanquishing your foes. The weapons are but a token of my goodwill.
And the news you bring, a vampire said to slay me? Where did you come upon such knowledge?
'Tis of no consequence, sire. It was only out of concern for your majesty's life.
Perhaps.
For your majesty's
Very well,
life.
then. You may leave me now, but should I wish to speak to you,
I will know, your majesty, and I shall be there in time.
That's weird. Okay, so we heard the conversation. Head to the north and press the switch. To the right.
Victus! 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 Victus!
Oh, wait. We're gonna beat this damn game today, whether I want to or not.
Victus!
Okay. And exit to the north.
Victus! Victus!
See 4 switches spread out on the north wall. Flip the second switch going left to right.
Victus!
Why aren't you sucking his blood? There we go. Left. All right. And exit through the southeast door of the room. What southeast door? Oh, that southeast door. I was like, what southeast door? You are close. Yeah, I know I'm pretty close. Because it's just this boss, Mobius, and then... oh, no, it's not Mobius. Mortanius. Did that do it? No? Okay. Now what? You're back in area 6. Talking earlier. Press the right of the door to get secret 99. Press all 4. What secret did I get?
Save Victor!
I am so confused.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
More magic.
Save Victor!
Oh, thank God. Yeah, I never would have figured that out. Yeah. All right. Go through it. How would I have figured that out? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
All the places he's conquered. Save! We'll save there as well, just in case.
Ah, yes, the vampire. Mobius told me you would come.
Oh, he wants to play... He wants to fight Soul Reaver to Soul Reaver, huh?
The Soul Reaver.
Damn, he got my ass.
The Heart of Darkness. The Heart of Darkness.
I don't have any magic. Okay, now I gotta get the flame sword.
Flame sword.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
I'm curious. Does using that actually, like... Give me a free hit. The Soul Reaver. No. Let me get to the Soul Reaver, please. It does indeed.
As his guards rushed to save him, William the Just's blood was already renewing my strength, replacing the life his sword had stolen from my
It's
veins.
annihilated.
The poor fools, come to aid their fallen leader. Let us have some amusement.
So we stopped the Nemesis. Yay. Yeah, but you can only use the Soul Reaver because when you have full magic. Time to use the thing again. Temporal distortions, maybe.
A time streaming device. Strange. When coincidence seems too convenient, I prefer to call it fate.
Time to go back to the modern day. Let's see what happened.
With William the Just dead, Mobius's plans have been thwarted. His pawn was removed from the game.
Or was it? Guess we'll find out, won't we? Yo. The fuck? They can't kill me because they're ethereal. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Victor!
Oh no, what is happening? Come here, bitch.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
They got torches.
Save Victor!
Oh no, they're villagers.
Save Victor! Ve Victus!
Wonder what that means.
Ve Victus! Ve Victus! Ve Victus! Ve Victus! Ve Victus!
That was the wrong one.
Ve Victus!
I don't need any of this crap. Alright, let's... I think I went in the wrong door. Now we have to do the dungeon backwards, I guess.
Ve Victus! Ve Victus! Ve Victus! Ve Victus! Ve Victus!
Give me that sweet, sweet magic. Ow, you bastard. Okay.
Ve Victus! Ve Victus!
Yep, okay.
Ve Victus!
He's stuck on the geometry. Run. Okay.
Ve Victus!
Ooh. We'll take those. Nice little reward for our efforts. Got him.
I found myself once more in the Nosgoth I knew. The carnage from battle was gone. Yet there was something amiss. From the distance, I heard cries, and a breeze from the south carried with it the faint odor of vampire blood.
Uh-oh. Dead House Sonata? I've never heard of it. I'll have to look that up. I wonder what the statue... Oh, look, the statue!
'Twould seem the folly fell upon my own shoulders. With their sainted King William dead by my hand, the people of the land were consumed by a hunger all their own. For vampire blood.
Uh-oh. We started the genocide by killing the king! Yay! We killed the just king, and so now everybody hates vampires now. It was my fault.
Save Victor! Save Victor!
So your only two timeline options are A, you get all the vampires killed, or B, you die and all of Nosgoth falls to both the pillars and the nemesis. So both ways, you're fucked. So die by your hand or die by someone else's? Yeah, I'm just running. We're just leaving.
As I wandered about more, the shrieking and cheering became more apparent and defined. There was some sort of gathering to the south, for with each cheer, I smelled an outpour of blood.
Save Victor!
I make no pretense to justify my killing, yet these vampire hunters would cloak their bloodlust beneath a veil of righteousness. Hypocrites! They would make themselves judge and jury. Very well then, let us see how they take to my role as executioner.
Damn, Kain, calm down.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
Man, we gotta get through all the vampire hunters. Oh my god, my hand, stop.
Save Victor! Save Victor!
Yeah, we are so close to the end. We're getting there. We are so close.
Save Victor!
Wow, it was really stingy with those hearts of darkness in the middle. No, we're actually really close now. We have like one boss left. One or like, yeah, we have like one boss left. All right. Borador. Dead.
We are free of this unholy scourge! Not yet, my friend. Would you be free of the plague if only one city was cleansed? No! Would you spare one wolf in the pack that has devastated your herd? No! Then let us destroy them all! Yes! He is the last! Destroy him!
You bastard.
The people will not rest until not
You bastard.
purged of your kind.
I had been betrayed. In my haste, I had not realized it before. That sigil on his forehead, the Oracle of Nosgoth, was in fact the time streamer Mobius, and I had followed his advice. How much of my quest was of his design? Willendorf? The Battle of the Last Stand? William the Just? Was this the trap he had fashioned for me?
We will send you back to the grave, whence you came, vampire.
So literally this entire last part of the game, when we went to the Oracle, was Mobius the whole time. And we did literally everything he wanted us to do. He fucking played us like a fiddle. He plays like a fucking fiddle, dude.
I have seen the future, Kain. You are not in it.
And he's the time streamer, so he could see all of the different variations of this. Come on, Mobius.
Let us call upon the puppets from the past.
Save Victus! Save Victus!
Okay, there's 2 more bosses.
Save Victus!
I want the flame sword, please.
From the present.
The hell?
Save Victus!
From the present.
And from ages yet to come.
Me?
Save Victus!
Future Kain.
Save Victus!
It ain't an RPG without a doppelganger fight. All right. Oh my god.
Flame sword.
Save Victus!
There we go. Just killed myself casually. This is my favorite cutscene.
Ironic. By going back in time and altering the past, you turned William the Just into the Nemesis.
Aye, you have seen my plan, vampire, as I've seen your destiny. The future says you die.
But I am dead. As are you.
But I am dead, as are you. Kills him, leaves his body. Fucking great. Fuck you, Mobius.
I knew that Mobius's hourglass was the focus of his time-streaming magic. Farewell, sorcerer. The sands of time have ceased to flow for you.
Well done, Kain. Mobius did so love playing the trickster's part. His guise as the Oracle served his schemes well. Pity with all his plots he failed to plan for you. Come to me, my undead son. Make haste to the pillars. The stage is set for the grand finale. You will have your vengeance.
Time for vengeance. That bastard played us like a fiddle, but we got him. Asshole. Prime graphics. The finest of 1996. Cutscene.
You betrayed us, Mortanius. You had Kain killed and turned him into a monster. You set him upon us.
It had to be. Nopraptor's insanity poisoned all of our minds. The Circle had failed in its sworn duties. It had to be destroyed.
Failed our duties? Idiot! The Circle exists for us. We don't exist for it. Our powers will save or damn Nosgoth at our whim. Stand with us, Mortanius, or die.
Then I shall die.
He does kind of sound like him. Got his ass.
If the Circle is to be destroyed, you have to die as well, Necromancer. I admire your cunning, but you will not escape your fate.
Nay, I will embrace it. But my death will leave one more to take, Princeling. Finish me!
So actually, we were being played the whole time by Mortanius. He planned our death. He used us to kill the Circle. Kain's just a little bitch pawn. He gets fucking played by everybody. It sucks.
The Soul Reaver.
Got him. Gotta finish up his little minion. Oh no, he's over there now. Mash.
You thought yourself a king, when in fact you were a pawn. You have served me well, Kain.
I serve no one.
Literally, you've been serving like 3 people this entire
Don't
game.
you see? My silencing of Ariel and its calculated repercussions is but the first act in my theater of Grand Guignol, of which you are the tragic hero. Play on, little vampire. Play on.
Fey Victus!
He said it. He said the line that he said 1,000,000 fucking times in this game already.
Anacroth's magic was contained within the metal of the scales and would eventually be released back into the pillar from whence it came. The scales of Anacroth I lay before the pillar of states. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus, it was restored. The death orb of Mortanius had given the necromancer dominion over the grave. I had thought him the last of the circle, and yet he spoke of another. Before the pillar of death, I lay the orb of Mortanius. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus,
Yeah, the only time he
was
ever says it
restored.
in a cutscene.
Fey Victus! Fey Victus!
God, this fight's annoying.
Fey Victus!
He hits you hard, damn.
Fey Victus!
Come on, let's. I don't think you can do. Damn.
The heart of darkness.
The heart of that. I mean, it doesn't matter if I use my heart of darkness now, because this is like the it. This is the end right here. I'm gonna get such a bad score at the end of this. Yes, this is the last boss, I promise.
Fey Victus!
I mean, he's grunting. Let's see. Yeah, that's hurting him. Have I watched the credits before? I don't remember. Probably not. Got his ass. Let's fucking go. All right, we got our choices. There's multiple
I am the last
endings.
pillar, the only survivor of the Circle of Nine. At my whim, the world will be healed or damned. At my whim.
Okay, so the can. Do you want me to do the non-canon ending first or the canon ending? Well, I mean, it did give me a save, so we'll do the non-canon first.
In his life, he was unknown, a petty noble. In death, he was unknown. Yet by choosing oblivion, he restored balance to the land. Shades cast no shadows.
You are Victoria. Meals 685. Mutilations. Secrets. 19. Prestige. Gimp. Blood Omen. Legacy of Kain. PC version. All right. We'll watch the credits on the other one. So this... Oh, that was the wrong one. So this is the... Oh, we have to fight him again? Oh, well, we'll fight him again. That's fine.
They Victor! They Victor!
19 out of 100 secrets, specifically.
They Victor! 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 They Victus! They Victus! They Victus!
This Blood Omen? That is correct. Okay. So the non-canon ending is if Kain accepts the sacrifice.
I am the last pillar, the only survivor of the Circle of Nine.
And the canon ending is if he rejects the is if he denies the sacrifice.
At my whim.
Or refuses the sacrifice, that's what it is. Kain refused the sacrifice.
Once I embraced my powers, I realized that Vorador was correct. We are gods. Dark gods. And it is our duty to thin the herd.
And that's how Kain rules the world at the beginning of Soul Reaver. Basically, he decided that he didn't want to sacrifice himself and let the world be destroyed. He was the Balance Guardian. His role as the Balance Guardian was to kill the rest of the circle. Good game. It is a good game. All right, let's watch the credits. John Horsley, Business and Legal. Man, they don't write games like that anymore. Just playing the intro again.
lost beyond all hope. You cannot see my plight when I have so shut your eyes. What will become of love? I see only
Andrew let me slip into something lacy? That's crazy. Especially since I think that's Activision. Bobby Kotick, boo! Dennis Dyack. Dennis Dyack. Programmers Andrew Bates. Design. Lead designer.
Start digging in your butt, twin.
What? What?
And McCullough. Oh, I don't think Amy Hennig started writing it until the next game, then? I don't know. Realized in-game script. Oh no, there she is, design manager, Amy Hennig. So she was involved. Has she written anything recently? The last thing I remember her writing was Uncharted. The Uncharted games. Has she written anything since? She's a really good writer. Cinematic sound effect. I'm gonna look it up right now. This was on VR chat? I do. I do indeed have it on VR chat.
you are lost beyond all hope. You cannot
She wrote the story for Battlefield Hardline?
What will become of love?
That's crazy.
I see only
Apparently she also had helped with the concept of Forspoken. That's not good, because that game's terrible. But she's also writing... Oh, she's writing Marvel 1943. That might be alright. RIP Silicon Knights. That's abrupt. They removed it? What'd they remove? Game was 1996. The director shouts coffee guy. That's funny. The game was 96, yeah. So that's Blood Omen. So a lot of that story does come back into play later in Defiance and Soul Reaver 2. But keep that stuff in mind. Now let me tell you why we're not going to play Blood Omen 2. So Blood Omen 2 takes place after this game and before Soul Reaver. It talks about how Kain rose to it's basically kind of shows how what Kain was doing before Soul Reaver 1. And basically in that game, okay, so no Blood Omen 2. No, Blood Omen 2 doesn't make any sense lore-wise. It's terrible lore-wise. So who do you think could show up in Blood Omen 2 and have it make no sense whatsoever? I'll give you a chance to guess. And you can't answer if you already know. Time Man? No, not Mobius. So Vorador's in it. There's absolutely no way that Vorador could be in that game. And on top of it, not only is Vorador in the game, he also single-handedly helps create a vampire army for Kain to use to take over and take his power back again, which makes no sense because there's no more vampires in this timeline. So it's basically supposed to imply that it takes place during the other timeline where you don't defeat the Nemesis. But that again makes no fucking sense because in that timeline it's implied that Kain can't beat the Nemesis. And that the vampires are still all dead. Because it's just him and Vorador. Because the Seraphim wiped out the rest of the vampires. And then the other timeline is that you killed William, but then that causes the genocide of the vampires from Mobius. And you can kill Mobius in that timeline, but Vorador is executed. And that's the timeline that you have to go down to get to the pillar, because that's the timeline where you kill Mobius to get to the pillar to then refuse the sacrifice, which leads to his ascension. So it takes place in the timeline that doesn't make any sense, and it has characters in it that shouldn't be alive anyway. And it was basically retconned anyway, so it's pointless. But it's stupid. And it wasn't, and Amy Hennig had nothing to do with that game. It was being made at the same time as Soul Reaver 2, so they just kind of winged it, but I guess nobody played Blood Omen at that studio. So that's the context of why we're not playing 2. Because it doesn't make any sense. So I think for next time, actually let's start Soul Reaver so you can see what happens at the end of this to get started. So let me pull that up. The only real connection is what happened to a certain character in Defiance. Yeah, but to be fair, that still doesn't... he didn't really need to be there. And it also jumps the gun on another faction of characters, too. And also, yeah, there just shouldn't be any vampires anyway. That's the problem. All right, let me... how do I get out of here? Here we go, quit the game. So let me pull up Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver 1 and 2. All right, so now we need to introduce you to Raziel so that we can get into the mood for the rest of the story. Okay. Also, I like how this game you can switch the old and new graphics. I don't know, I think that's just funny. Cycle. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, so start new game. So there's the pillars of Nosgoth that are destroyed. So we're in the timeline where we destroyed the pillars.
Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren.
There's Raziel.
I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Kain and my brethren at the dawn of the Empire. I have served him a millennium.
So it's been like 1,000 years.
We became less human and more divine. Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master,
The humans are still alive.
would follow, until I had the honor of surpassing my lord.
He stayed in this timeline because the humans are still alive. The other timeline, everyone dies. He wouldn't have any humans to eat. Because he can't destroy the fucking... Yeah.
For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward.
Kain doesn't like the fact that you get wings and he doesn't. So he's just gonna rip your wings off. So there's the Lake of the Dead.
There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the Lake of the Dead.
Cast him in.
Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed.
And also to answer Tay's question from earlier, that is, Tony J is the voice of Frollo, which is the voice you remember, yes. So he does change characters. He's now this character. So that's the old work. These are the old graphics. New graphics. Old graphics.
Form is this that I have come to inhabit?
New graphics.
Death would be a release next to this travesty.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel. I have only spared you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
The choice is not yours.
Not yours.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of Kain's abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. And that, Raziel, is the demise of Nosgoth. There is no balance. The souls of the dead remain trapped. I cannot spin them in the wheel of fate. They cannot complete their destinies. redeem yourself. Or if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Kain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my Soul Reaver, my angel of death.
All right. So here's our new main character, Raziel. We love Raziel. So Raziel is no longer a vampire. He is a soul wraith, basically. The Soul Reaver for the Elder God, who's the giant squid in the middle of the room. Also, this was added in the remake, a map. Very useful. There's no map in the original. It's terrible. So he's a vampire. He still has the weaknesses of a vampire, but he's also doesn't at the same time. It's weird. He's in a perpetual state between living and dead.
These gates twist space, laying a path across great spans.
I mean, yeah, he does technically. His biggest advantage is that he can't die at all. He's perpetually trapped within living and death. And that's where one of the mechanics comes in.
You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me.
I love how bad the original looks.
For blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need.
They did such a good job remastering it.
Of souls. To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies.
The souls of your enemies. So that is my life there in the corner. A little squiggly. So instead of blood, he feeds on souls now. The reason why he gets infinite souls from this is because he's literally at the bottom of the pit of souls, where all the souls in the world go to. The lost levels, let's hear the cut dialogue. Yeah, well, I guess they can only do so much.
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose. Take hold of them as you leap, and they will carry you across this chasm.
And they will carry you across this chasm. You can use your pathetic skin flaps as a parachute.
What scabrous wretches are these?
Slua, the scavengers of the underworld. Their feral hunger has claimed countless souls, spirits who now shall never find their rest.
So it's teaching you combat. We got a very basic dodge. Now here's a game for Dusty. I gotta get over here though. Game for Dusty. Woo. Vor. It is indeed now a hack and slash. No, not Vor enough for you? I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. All right. I don't need any more souls. You guys have fun. Do 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 do. All right. The new mechanic of this one.
Are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world. This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return to this plane. You may abandon your physical body at any time.
So, this won't seem impressive now, but back in the day, this was all completely seamless with no loading screens.
Sustain your strength to prolong your manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
So now, you'll notice my life has turned into it's a squiggle, but it's like straightened out. So, the main mechanic of this game is that you can go back and forth between the real world and the spectral. When you're in the oh well, he'll tell you.
You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
So, for example, so that killed me, but now I'm back in the spirit world. But when you're in the spirit world, the water doesn't do anything to you. So the challenge is when you get sent back to this world, you have to fill your life back up. Oh, you also can't go through doors.
Your efforts are futile, Raziel. Such objects are but shadows in the spirit world.
So if you die, you get sent back to this realm. You have to find these guys or enough souls to get your life back up. And then to get back to the mortal plane, you have to find a conduit point, which looks like this. And now we're back in the spirit world. And again, absolutely no loading screen. So let's go back towards the water. So Kain basically made his own personal demon that will chase him for all eternity because he got jealous about some wings. Yeah, pretty much. He thinks he's like the divine. He's got a fucking ego, man. I told you, you're gonna.
What are these creatures? Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be kin of our high blood?
Do you suppose that time stood still?
Sorry, I muted.
You, Raziel. Much has changed since you passed from the world of men.
All right. So these are enemies.
Weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. Vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
So these are enemies. We can throw them in water.
Unfettered from the flesh, a creature's soul fades swiftly into the spectral realm. Draw it in quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled to follow.
Now I have to absorb the soul or it'll come back to life. Please? Maybe? Okay, I guess I have to fight this guy first. Damn it. Oh my god. Let me grab him. Why aren't you Thank you. I'm trying to throw him on the thing. Alright. You're going into the sunlight, mister. I guess the other one won't get back up. But yeah, so you have to kill your enemies because they're vampires. There's no humans to kill this time. And
your physical prowess surpasses what you knew in life. Even massive obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
And our main mechanic, block puzzles. Yeah, and basically all of the majority of the enemies you face are all like your nephews, basically. Do you want to see something that breaks the rules? So you guys know block puzzles, right? You know, you go left, right. It is like a lot like Zelda. So you can go left, right. But here's something that you can do in this one. You can stack blocks. So like, let's say there was like a little step here. You can lift it up onto that step. So now you have a Z-axis to deal with in terms of block puzzle. So we have to get up there. I don't know why more games have not used this game's block puzzle mechanics. It's like the best one I've ever used. Okay, so we go this way. So all these, also fun fact, these squiggly hallways like this, when you see a squiggly hallway like this, that's a loading screen. That's how they hid the loading screen.
My God. The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin.
It is a great fun fact. And you're going to notice it so much when I'm playing this. I'm going to go to a new area and you're just going to see this big curly hallway and they're like, oh, it's loading.
And yet,
which again was super impressive on the PS1.
Instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms.
So this is the same world we were just in, but it's been like 1,000 years in the future, plus another set centuries since you died.
Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see.
Yep.
In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
Because Kain isn't dead, Nosgoth can never be restored because the balance guardian has to die in order for the pillars to change. So yeah, you can impale them. Your fursuit's cool. Am I going to FWA? Unfortunately, probably not, no. I'm gonna impale him this way. Okay. So basically, Kain, unless Kain dies, the pillars can never be restored. I haven't been to a lot of cons lately just because I don't have I just don't have the time or really the money at the moment to do it. So if Kain doesn't die, then basically the world just gets worse and worse and worse until the pillars of Nosgoth can be restored. And since Kain's a vampire, he can never die. So this world is just gonna get shittier and shittier until Kain decides to martyr himself to restore the pillars. Which, why would he do that? He's been being betrayed this entire time. So he's not gonna give up the one time he has power. Kain is complicated. I mean, you gotta think about it from Kain's perspective. His entire life, he was just a pawn because he was born to be the Pillar Guardian. And then somebody else turned him into a vampire to do their bidding for him. And then expecting him to then sacrifice himself. And then got forced to watching all of his other people like him getting genocided because one other person doesn't like vampires. So then they used him to create a genocide. So he finally gets rid of all of them. And the entire world and the entire fate of the planet is in his hands. Oh, I forgot to take the soul first. He's like, yeah, no, fuck you. I'm just not gonna do that. And honestly, I understand. I get it. Why should he care? Oh, I forgot to grab this door here. So you see the doors with this sign on it, right? That door takes you to this. And what's this? They're fast travel points. So let's go to the only one I have. So that took me back to the spectral realm. But now yeah, this game's fantastic for its time. It still holds up, I think. Now we're back at the beginning. We're back at the beginning of the game now. So every time you load into the game, it drops you off here at the beginning. So you want to unlock as many of those fast travel points as you can so that you can get back to the part of the game you are on. Because it loads once, which is where it drops you at the beginning of the game. So, but yeah, we're gonna save and we'll come back to this another time. But I wanted to give you guys the context, a background for Raziel so you understand his motivation. And now you know why he wants to kill Kain so badly. But anyway, I hope everyone has a good night and a good weekend.